Hello, math department. It's Alyssa, and I am just wanting to share a couple things with you that I feel like it would be easier for me to show you on the computer. Of course, if I'm going too fast, you can pause me because we're on a video. And if I'm going too slow, you can speed me up. So if there's a part on this video today that you guys already know or you've already set up, go ahead and zoom through it. The topics for today are just e-cart, looking at online textbook, and just some other things on the computer that I know we sort of need to clean up that I've heard people commenting on. First of all, this email is what I'm going to send out. You guys saw one for the August meeting, and this is going to come again before the September meeting, so I'm about to send it to you all in just a few minutes here. Please make sure that you do look at the flipped meeting and just some of the notes of due dates that are coming up as far as things that I'm asking for or Marvan is asking for or Elena is asking for with MYP. Please just take note of these so that if there are any concerns, you can either bring them up to me ahead of time or if we have time at the meeting, or let me know if you'd like to have one of these as a topic for the meeting. So that's a comment about that. First place I'd like to take you guys is into OneNote. If you have not already done so, please check in your OneNote if you can see the September 24th meeting agenda. When DJ wound up migrating the math drive to a new location, we have to reopen our notebook in the new location. If you have not done that already, and you cannot see this agenda in your OneNote, please close this notebook. You can do so by right-clicking on the notebook and just pressing close this notebook. That will get rid of your old notebook in OneNote. In order to get the new one, you guys are going to go into our new Department V drive, click on Math, go into our Department Information, and you'll see the Department OneNote file folder. We are saving all of our information in this OneNote in this folder right here. In order to make sure that you can see it, go into the Math Department OneNote, and you can click on any of these pages. You should be able to click on any of them here, and it'll say here that these were last updated right about now. Some of these pages were just updated because I was on there, but they should be updated for you as well with the same dates. If you click on any of them, it should open the notebook automatically, and it will save it in your OneNote on your computer to this location, but it has to be in this new location. So please make sure that that is actually happening. If it's not actually happening, so I would suggest clicking on one of these that looks like it's recently updated, because that means that I am connecting with the actual OneNote on the drive. If that's not happening, please let me know and we'll see if we can get some help for you. Second item is once you're in OneNote, take notice that you guys know on PLC, these top pages right here. This is what we're putting in this year. So September 24th, this is where our agenda is for our meeting coming up next week. We are going to be in L234, and a couple reminders are here. I'll let you guys go in and read them on your own. And then I did ask you guys a while ago to send me some pictures, so I just want to take a minute if you guys haven't already done so. There is Susan, Nate, and her two kids on their trip. We have a very bare wall in the math department workroom, and it is old pictures, and I'd like to update it with some new ones. So I was asking you guys last month if you have any fun pictures from summer, that was from Mexico, to share that you wouldn't mind sharing. Please send them my way so that we can get some fun new pictures. It's always nice to see some pictures that remind us of good times when we are stressed out during the workday. And there's a beautiful one of Sunny with beautiful sunflowers all around her. All right, so wherever you guys are, if you'd like to share one, please send it my way. Notice as well that Kate Wolling will be with us next Tuesday for our department meeting. All of our department meetings after next week will be on the third Tuesday of the month, but this month, because the first Tuesday was the first day of school, the first week snuck by very fast. Kate Wolling will be here to talk about performance tasks, and these are really something that Michelle and I both were working on them over the summer for Algebra 2, and we have all of these resources available to us, and they fit very nicely with MYP. and just our discussions about vocabulary. So we would like to make sure that you guys know why these were created, what we can use them for, how we can manipulate them and change them to use for our own teams, and just a great resource for what we need to do throughout the year anyway. So just take a moment to think back. She's going to connect a lot with those performance tasks as far as what we talked about in August. So thinking about what our process goals are and what we already do in the classroom through questioning and getting the students to think more than the teacher thinking for the most part. The second topic is looking at our textbook. If you haven't done so already, this is the software I'm using. You want to go to kz.com or pearsonsuccessnet.com. I have absolutely no idea why kz.com works, but we're going to go ahead and go into Pearson SuccessNet or kz.com and log in to your Pearson account. If you are not able to log in, I'll show you guys what to do in just a moment. For all of your classes, since I know most of you are able to log in and you get to this homepage right here, please make sure that the textbooks that you need are here. If not, please let me know and we'll make sure that we get your textbooks here. From last year, basically, you might be teaching a different course and you might not have all your textbooks. When you guys go up to classes, you will have to create a new class, create a class or group. And you guys can put, this is all for your own reference. This information does not really go anywhere else. Nobody else will see it. So this is just for your own reference. So if you're going to treat all of your Algebra 1 classes the same way, you could just set up one for all of your Algebra 1 classes together. I've already done that, and I already have my Algebra 2 group right here. What you're going to need to tell the kids, if you click on that, click on your class that you created, you're going to have to tell the students this number right here. That is the number they need in order to log in. This number you should also probably put in Blackboard so students can just copy paste it and put it right in when they register. This is your personal class number. So they are going to use this and they will join your class on Pearson. They will not join anybody else's Algebra 1 class on Pearson with this access code. So it is different for every teacher. So it is important that we actually set up our online classes and give the students this code, and that way they can get an online access to the textbook. If you're having trouble logging in, or if you're having trouble with your password, please let me know that, because that's something Kate Wolling can fix. If it's not your password, if you guys are in OneNote and you go over to Technology, I wanted to make sure that this was on there, but if you scroll down to the bottom, we have a page here. I'll go ahead and label it Pearson Student and Teacher Access. This document just outlines everything that you need. So if this is your first time registering for the Pearson textbook, you're going to go to pearsonsuccessnet.com, and these are, once you push register, these are the different codes that you need. If for some reason, let me see, the Pearson question there. Yep, this is if you're already a user, you already have an account in Pearson and you want to add another textbook. Kate Wolling has an answer here for how you can just add another textbook while you're already in Pearson. All right, so you should be able to just go to manage your account and add that in. Again, all other issues as far as passwords or getting into Pearson are concerned, please let me know so we can get them figured out. On this same document, if you scroll all the way down, there's a spot for students. So you can actually copy paste a lot of this for your students, put it in Blackboard, and students will have everything they need in order to create a login on Pearson. So all of this is right there. Our last two pieces are Blackboard and eCart. If you guys log into Blackboard, you'll notice I've got a million classes over here. You probably do too. We can hide those. If you go up into Edit, you can hide the ones that you are not actually using that year or this year. Please make sure that when you guys are going in and you are creating this beautiful Blackboard page, you will have to come down to where it says, whoops, I'm going all the way down here, to where it says Properties under Customization. If you go down to Properties under Customization, there's a small little piece where you've got to click on Make this class available. Otherwise, your students or anybody that you put in your class will not see this beautiful Blackboard site that you've created. So make sure that you do click on Yes, make the class available, and then you can go down and submit that. That should open the class up for your students so that they can actually see everything that you have in your Blackboard site. If you are doing any kind of Google site or anything outside of Blackboard, you can link it to these pages here. The only thing that Rose was asking us to do is to just make a comment saying that you are linking to an outside Fairfax County site. So that way parents and students know that you are leaving Fairfax County and anything that you are going to is not supported by Fairfax County, which is fine in many cases, but just so parents and we cover ourselves basically so everybody knows what's going on. Secondly, besides your classes, if we go into eCart, eCart now has a new way that they've done their resources. I'm not sure if you've gone in to check yet, but if you go into the eCart resource search, it now looks a little different, and we can scroll down to, oopsie, there we go. We can scroll down to math. If you just click on mathematics, it's going to bring up all 1,947 items for all of math in Fairfax County. So it's a little bit better if we go over and specifically type, I'm going to go to Algebra 2, and it brings up 83 results. Some of this is what was in eCart before, some of it is new, and they are in the process of getting it to a point where teachers can add their own resources so that we can sort of pick and choose what we'd like. Right now, these are things that have been vetted by the team at Fairfax County, usually over the summer. So the math team has looked at it, they've approved it, and they're up here. But go ahead and take a peek through it. A lot of resources are here and a lot of things that your team can use as well. That is all I have as far as a lot of technology for today. But if there are any questions or on details, I know I went through that quickly, please let me know and we can go into more detail if needed. Most of it I know you guys have already set up, so if anybody is still needing some help with it, let me know and I'll see you guys next Tuesday at our department meeting.